This happened a few months ago on an 11-hour long-haul flight. I fly on staff discount, so I do not get a choice of seats, which usually means I get the shit seats no one else wants. The plane was a large Airbus A380. I was seated in economy and in seat 45B, so I'm seated between the window seat and aisle seat on the left side of the aircraft. The staff had mentioned the flight was very full. Only very few spare seats left. I board the plane and see the window and aisle seat either side of me are not occupied yet. I sit down in my allocated seat. A woman with a little girl around 3 years old and a 10-month-old baby boy make their way up the aisle to my row. It's clear the mother booked the aisle and window seat hoping that no one would choose the middle seat and she would have the row to herself. Now there is a problem because I am here. She looked unhappy. I get up to let them in and she tells me her 3-year-old will sit in the window seat. She and baby will sit in the middle and I can have the aisle. Sweet, I think to myself. I get the aisle now instead of the middle seat. Before we even took off, the mother had asked the flight attendant if there was a spare seat I could move to so she could have the row to herself. She didn't ask me if I wanted to move, just asked the FA to find a seat for me to move to. FA said I couldn't move until after takeoff, but would see what she could do. After takeoff, the mother asked again and after some searching, FA was able to find a spare seat a few rows down in the middle of the aircraft. In the very middle, like one person left of me and 2 people to the right of me. My least favorite seat. The flight attendant was sympathetic to me and asked me if I wanted to move, but I said no. I just told the mother that her and her children really weren't bothering me, which is true. And since I'm a bit taller, I prefer the extra room. She was pretty unhappy the rest of the flight. Was this wrong? On one hand, I can understand how annoying it would be to sit 11 hours with a big baby on your lap and entertaining another kid all whilst crammed into 2 seats. As well, it's not like I paid extra for an aisle. I was actually booked in the middle but preferred to stick with the aisle next to her kids than move to a middle seat again. But on the other, she should have just booked the whole row. She booked 2 seats, she got 2 seats. There was obviously a possibility this could happen and I really didn't want to give up my aisle seat. Am I the asshole?